The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has reached a stalemate, with the current negotiating table featuring the US, NATO, Ukraine, and Russia showing little promise for resolution. However, a new player has emerged on the global stage: India. With its recent stance on tariff issues and a growing closeness with Russia, India might just be the mediator we need. Let's explore 10 reasons why this could be possible. First, India has maintained a long-standing relationship with Russia, dating back to the Cold War. This historical connection gives India a unique position of trust with both Moscow and Kyiv. They might be more willing to listen to India's perspective than that of Western nations. Second, India's non-aligned stance allows it to act as a neutral party. Unlike the US and NATO, which are often viewed as biased, India can approach the situation without the baggage of military alliances, making it easier for both sides to engage in dialogue. Third, India's growing economic ties with Russia, especially in energy and defense, provide a strong incentive for India to facilitate peace. A stable Ukraine could lead to a more favorable environment for trade and investment, benefiting India's economy. Fourth, India's recent diplomatic efforts in the global arena, particularly during crises like the COVID-19 pandemic, have showcased its ability to mediate effectively. This experience could translate well into the complex dynamics of the Ukraine conflict. Fifth, India's diverse population and democratic values resonate with many nations, including Ukraine. This shared commitment to democracy could help bridge gaps and foster a more collaborative atmosphere for negotiations. Sixth, India's strategic location and influence in Asia give it a unique vantage point. It can leverage its relationships with other Asian countries to create a broader coalition for peace, potentially bringing in voices that have been overlooked in the current discussions. Seventh, India's commitment to multilateralism aligns with the growing global sentiment for collaborative solutions. By advocating for a multilateral approach, India can help shift the focus from unilateral actions to a more inclusive dialogue. Eighth, India has a vested interest in regional stability. A prolonged conflict in Ukraine could have ripple effects across Europe and Asia, impacting trade routes and security. India's desire for stability could motivate it to take on a mediating role. Ninth, India's cultural diplomacy, characterized by its soft power, can play a crucial role in easing tensions. Initiatives that promote cultural exchange and understanding could help humanize the conflict and foster goodwill between the parties involved. Finally, the global community is increasingly looking for fresh perspectives on long-standing issues. India's emergence as a mediator could inspire other nations to step up and contribute to the peace process, creating a more collaborative international environment. In conclusion, while the path to peace in Ukraine is fraught with challenges, India's unique position, historical ties, and commitment to diplomacy make it a potential mediator worth considering. The world is watching, and perhaps, just perhaps, India could be the key to unlocking a resolution that has eluded so many.